Welcome to Unit 6. In Unit 6 we're going to learn how to set up our page for printing and how you print headings at the top of every page. If I look at this current spreadsheet, it will not fit on a single page. And how I can see this is if I go File and Print, and it gives me a preview, and you can see it's only going to print up until the month of April. Let's return to our spreadsheet. So where that dotted line is where it's going to cut off. So at the moment our page is in portrait mode, and so you mostly use portrait mode when you're in Word and you're typing letters, etc. But in Excel you mostly use landscape, which means the page is wider. All our page setup options sit in the Page Layout tab. So let's go up there and click on Page Layout. When you see the word orientation, that normally refers to portrait or landscape. So let's click on that arrow and change to landscape. Let's see if that made a difference. You can see the line is now cutting off on June, so it's still not going to fit at this stage. My next option would be to go to margins and change it to narrow. Okay, and that means it would normally fit a bit more, but it's still, if I go to File and Print, you can now see the pages in landscape, but it's still not fitting correctly. My next option, and the best way to do this, would be to go to View and go to Page Break Preview. And here I'll be able to see by these blue borders where the page breaks. I'm just going to fix that column there. And what you can do to make it fit is drag that dotted line to the end of March, for example, and you can see now it fits. How did it do this? If I go to Page Layout, you'll see my scale is no longer 100%, it's now 73%. So it's scaled down to fit on the page. I wouldn't go smaller than that, smaller than 70%, otherwise it would be unreadable. To return back to our normal spreadsheet view, let's go View and back to normal again. So that's possibly the best way to get a page to fit in for printing. Change it to landscape, change your margins to narrow, and then go to Page Break Preview and drag the blue line. The other option I would like is, for example, a page number on every page. In order to do this, we need to use something called headers and footers. A header is something that repeats on the top of every page, and a footer at the bottom of every page. In order to do this, let's go back to our page layout. You could actually also go into, you'll see at the bottom of page setup there's a little arrow there. If we click on that arrow, we get all the available options. So you could do it all in one place. There's your landscape, there's your scaling, there's your margins, etc. And here is header and footer. So you could type your own header and footer in by saying custom header, and you can create something on the left, the center, or the right. So let's type the word Excel in this particular one on the left section. Let us put the page number. Now never type just the number 1, for example, because it will be 1 on every page. You need to use the icon for page numbers, and that would be the second icon that says Insert Page Number. In the right hand section I would like to put a date, and as you can see you've got Insert Date and Insert Time, so let's click on Insert Date and OK. So there you will see the page number, the word Excel, and the date. If I wanted a footer, I could go Custom Footer, and sometimes it's nice to know what the file name is, particularly if you print it so someone else could find it. So I'm going to click on Insert File Name over there and OK. At this stage we haven't saved our file yet, so it's Book 1. Once you've saved it, that would change. Click on OK, and if I go to File and Print, my little preview will have Excel, scroll across, our page number, our date, and if I look further down and to the left, you'll see the name of the file.